This is an actual job for an actual client, and I'm so grateful to her for allowing me to share the making process of this work with you guys. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is King Sam, and a happy new year. This is our first video in the year, and we are starting off with a banger. So today I'm going to show you guys how I made this in a little bit Illustrator, and I just want to say that this is an actual job for an actual client, and I'm so grateful to her for allowing me to share the making process of this work with you guys, so you guys can see the process behind logos and everything that I do personally. So without talking too much, let's jump into the video. Easiest way to contact me is by joining my motion design community. It's an amazing place for you to interact with people just like yourself. And from now to our next video, remember, improve every day, grow constantly, and tremendously. Love you guys. Okay, so here we are in Illustrator, and let's just move this way because I'm going to recreate it. This is what I end up with. And let's just go to our text layer here first of all, and I'm just going to type in our text S, and the name of this font is 𝗵𝗲𝗶𝗶𝗵 if you guys want to check it out by yourself. Let's increase the text size, something like this. And next thing I'm going to do is left click here and go to create outlines. Now what that does is that it changes the text into shape, because I have to edit some things that I don't like. So I can go into my direct path selection here, and I'm just going to zoom in, because what I want to remove this thing here. What does it look like? And I want to remove this here also. So I can just select the two of them here, go back to properties, and I'm just going to take away the anchors that are there. Let's select that again and take away the anchors like that. And I'm just going to select this questionable thing here, and I'm going to take away the anchors again. So I can zoom in because I want to arrange this back. So I'm just going to select this point here. I can just bring it down like this here, and I can select this also and put that here. Now let's zoom out, and we have this. It's looking nice. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in this leaf PNG that I downloaded. It's not a PNG actually, it's a JPEG. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to convert this into a shape that I can actually use. So this one is just any random JPEG or PNG that you can find on the internet. You can use it to do what I'm about to do. But if you notice, it's very pixelated. It doesn't look like it's going to work well because it's incredibly pixelated. If you zoom in, well, you see that it's pixelated. So the good thing about Illustrator is that Illustrator has a way for you to trace an image. So if you're tracing the image, one thing I'll tell you about tracing images is that there are things you should know when you're tracing images. Number one is that the image should actually have good contrast with the background. So if the image and the background look similar, the image is not going to work out well. That's number one. And number two, the image should not be too blurry, because if it's too blurry too, the image trace should not work out well. But for the purpose of this, what I wanted to do, this image just worked out really, really well for me. And I can expand it. Let's expand that. And I'm just going to ungroup it also. I can select this and I can delete the background, leaving me with just this flower stuff here. So I think it's somewhere around here I placed it. Right? Let's check. Okay, between the A and the M. So let's see, somewhere like, yeah. Okay, that's nice. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm working on the outline of everything. So I'm going to my pen tool here, and this is going to look very scattered first before everything start arranging everything. But what I'm going to do is that since I know I'm going to surround everything, I'm just going to start placing points. And before you start doing that, sorry, let me make sure I tell you guys. First, start doing that. When you go to your pen tool, I want you guys to increase your stroke to around 3 and shut off your fill like that. So what I can just do now is I'm just going around it like this to the places I know that it has to, it has to bend. So when you're not here, you can just take this down a bit, uh, and all these places can add them later. So we have it arranged like this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to come here and I'm just going to select the points. So I'm going points by points, and I can just click on this convert icon here and to convert it from a straight path to a bezier path. And what I can do now is I can use that path now to adjust it like so that it follows it very well, so that it follows the shape very well. Okay, so now that I'm done with the first part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to my rectangle tool here and I'm just going to draw a simple rectangle, let's say like this. Now I'm just going to round off the edges. I think like that will be okay. And I'm just going to drag that up a bit more. Now, since I'm thinking about combining this shape and this shape together, let's adjust some things a bit. Now, I'm going to make sure that all the endpoints of this, my first shape here, are well within this, my second shape. That when I combine them, it's not going to be like a problem. So let's move this one inside a bit more. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select the two shapes I just drew. So that's this one and this one. And I'm going to my shape builder to here and I can just combine the two shapes like this. So now you can see that all the shapes now are combined almost perfectly. But now let's do a few cleanup. Now we have the outline. What we can do for this now is we can just take our stroke back to 0 and let's give back a fill. And I think I want to give it a gradient fill. So let's say like this. And let's rotate that. And let's rotate it vertically. Now let's adjust it so that we can let's shrink it down. Okay, so for this one, we're going to go with like red, but like dark red. And for this other one, we're going with bright red, not too bright. Now, Illustrator works the same way Photoshop works in layers. So as we are not seeing anything now, is because our layers is not layered properly. And I can just bring this one to the bottom here. Now I can change this to white. Now let's change the color of this one. So let's say I want to pick this color here. You will notice that all the individual ones are shaded individually, but that's not what we want. So if I open this up, I can just select these three here because I want to combine this thing. I want to combine their shapes. So we just need one gradient that will go for all of them. Combine like this and combine like this. So you can see there's only one gradient going through all of them. Now, again, let's edit the gradients of this one. Okay, so now we have this thing looking, it's setting itself up by itself. And the next thing that we have not added here is our text. So let's just take one from this one. Since it's just adding text, I don't need to type it anymore. I can just duplicate this here like this because I don't need to type it anymore. And next thing I'm going to do is, okay, let's just arrange it properly. I think this looks okay. And for the final thing is that if you notice all this other one, they have like a white outline on the underside of it. And how I just created that was I just selected the text like this, hold down option or alt, depending on if you're using Windows or Mac, and move it side one and down one. So what you're going to do now is the one that is going to be on top, that is this one. This one is going to be the one that is this one is going to be the one that is going to be white. So I can just select white as a color. And what I'm going to do is for my layers here, I'm just going to drag that down. So you can see that we have that white looking outline like this. So some other people might want to add like a drop shadow to make it pop out more, or add something else. I think even the yellow I used for this one, the second color I used might be too dark, because I think I went lighter on the one I actually did finally. But this is basically it. Yeah. Thank you for watching that video. What do you think? Let me know in my comment section. If the video has helped you in any way, let me know in my comment section. If you want to partner with me or you want to sponsor a future video, you can let me know. The link to my Gmail is inside the video description. You can come and let's discuss on how we can actually do this better.